Welcome to Past Cast Weekly, week ending January 25th, 2026. No world war, no peace deal, no market crash. Just a lot of leaders pretending on the podium and checking their phones backstage. Let's begin. January 19th to 23. This week, the World Economic Forum was held in Davos, Switzerland. President Donald Trump used Davos to defend tariffs, criticize Europe's energy and migration policies, and say U.S. alliances must deliver real value. French President Emmanuel Macron responded indirectly, warning against a world ruled by the strongest and calling for Europe to become more independent. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky openly scolded European leaders, saying they are moving too slowly and that hesitation only helps Russia. Davos spoke about cooperation, but everyone left knowing the lines are being redrawn. January 21st, President Trump again raised Greenland's strategic importance, especially for Arctic and NATO security. Earlier, he had threatened tariffs on several European countries. After talks in Davos with NATO chief Mark Rutte, Trump said both sides agreed on a framework for stronger NATO cooperation in the Arctic. Following that announcement, the United States withdrew the tariff threats. NATO said allies must now step up Arctic security. No change to Greenland's sovereignty was agreed. Europe didn't give up Greenland, it just agreed to guard it better. So the tariffs went away. January 24th. President Trump warned Canada that the U.S. could impose a 100% tariff. The reason was Canada's discussions about deeper trade cooperation with China. Trump said countries must choose clearly between the United States and China. Canada said it wants balanced relations with both. Markets reacted quickly, and the warning dominated headlines. Canada tried to stay neutral. Washington sent the bill. January 24th to 25. The United States, Russia, and Ukraine held peace talks in Abu Dhabi. U.S. officials said some progress was made, but no deal was reached. Europe was not part of this meeting. It was a U.S.-brokered discussion focused on testing possible peace options. At the same time, Russia launched new drone and missile strikes. These attacks damaged Ukraine's energy infrastructure, cutting electricity and heating in parts of Kyiv during freezing winter weather. The power loss was caused by the strikes, not by Europe and not by the talks. Peace was discussed in warm rooms. The war stayed busy outside. January 23rd. The United States expanded sanctions on Iran, focusing on oil shipping networks. The sanctions froze assets linked to Iranian oil shipping, blocked access to U.S. banks and insurance, and punished foreign companies that help move or buy Iranian oil. The goal was to make Iran's oil exports slower, riskier, and more expensive. After the announcement, oil prices rose as traders feared supply disruption. Iran said exports would continue and everything was under control. Markets disagreed. When Iran says everything is calm, oil traders start sweating. That was the week. No peace. Plenty of talking. Higher prices. See you next week on Past Cast Weekly.